My name is Melinda Crawford. I'm the Director of Human Resources for Beechwood Continuing Care. We are a continuum for the senior community. With our previous vendor, it was a challenging experience. We also took on TPA. We had challenges with getting the TPA to be submitting payments to the vendors in a timely manner. So staff were getting late notices when they weren't actually accurate. It was a lot of that extra step that made things a little bit more challenging instead of adopting the model as it's intended. But it wasn't until almost the fourth quarter that we decided to move forward with something different. OneBridge, we knew them being local. We were guaranteed boots on the ground. We were guaranteed hands-on, well, hand-holding, to be honest. And we really needed that with how the year had been. OneBridge came here in October to do introductory meetings. This is what we do. Your insurance is staying the exact same, but your payment model is changing. These are the cards that we're providing to you. You are now in charge of your payments. We're going to walk you through this process. And they did. So it was really a relief to be able to have that support and assistance.
Most people, sometimes they're either skeptical or it's difficult to understand. How can I get the same or something better? And I may potentially save money. OneBridge was certainly very well organized, had skilled staff to interface with our staff, had much more easier to understand tools to provide staff. Because some people, they want to hear it verbally. Some people want to see it and touch and feel it. It all depends on how you best assimilate knowledge. So they were able to provide multiple facets of that, whether in a digital form or hard copy, phone conversations, in person. We had none of that with the first time. It was really pretty much we were provided the materials and we had to do all the education and outreach. So I think that was a big plus. What OneBridge brought with their expertise was to be able to sit down with somebody individually and say, well, let's really understand what your healthcare needs are. Hey, I think these plans may match your needs better, and in so doing, it only costs you this. And then they could have the give and take with employees to really do an informal cost-benefit analysis, if you will.
I think because it was slow, it was deliberate and really planned out, I think it ended up going very well. We marketed as we were going into it of, those letters that you're getting that are wrong from your insurance company, you're not going to be getting those late notices anymore. I think we got really good feedback for this year. If your premium ends up being less than your ICHRA contribution, you pocket that money. So that's money in the bank, and the fact that it can continue with you, it does not expire, that's huge in itself. It's like FSA, but you don't lose it at the end of the year. With how insurance is constantly rising, we see such significant increases for the employer-sponsored plans. It wasn't going to save us as much as we hoped in that model, and the ICHRA really is what put everything over.
When OneBridge came in and we were basically continuing with this approach to health insurance, but with a better partner to provide them more support and better resources through it, they saw that nothing changed on the economic side. And so that really this was a meaningful and positive benefit for them. It put dollars in their pocket that otherwise wouldn't have been. I've been an administrator over 30 years, so I've been through health insurance open enrollment with staff countless times, so it was pretty smooth and seamless. I'm very happy to recommend OneBridge to a colleague or a peer for their staff and their organization.
One of my peers ended up taking on the ICHRA model for 2023. So it was nice to be able to provide the feedback. I do recommend moving to OneBridge for the ICHRA.